Hey guys, welcome to Popular Trends Africa. So today I'm bringing you an update on the Bobrysky, VeryDarkMan, EFCC and the Falana saga. So guys, VeryDarkMan has just dropped the version 2, which is a supporting audio clip to the previous one we had, where the name of Falls was mentioned. Now in this audio clip, VeryDarkMan expands on the concept of the corruption that really went down in the EFCC. So one of the highlights of this audio recording you're about to hear was the fact that Bobrisky's godfather actually contacted his son, allegedly contacted his son. Now in this case, we don't know who that son is. Was it Falana? Well, as things unfold, we'll get to know more about the son in question. Also, the audio recording expands on the fact that Bobrisky was able to go to the actual prison side of the correctional facility whenever he had guests, but maintained an apartment, right? And possibly even had a help, you know, and had full access to his mobile phone. So guys, I'd like you to watch VeryDarkMan's take on the issue as he awaits papers of the lawsuit from the Falanas. But basically, this is him trying to defend his position on the matter, further reinforce the fact that, hey, this is really big. This is not about VeryDarkMan and the Falanas. This is about the corruption in the EFCC, and we should not distract ourselves on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.
So before I go on, everything in this video is allegedly. Alright, so it's time to give you people another court recording of Bobrisky when he was in detention. Now, this one has a lot of details. This one is well detailed. So now we'll see how everything plays. You understand? Not the part of the other one. This one is another one. Now, this one was recorded on the 16th of May, 2024. Now, the reason why I want to post this one now is because, to be honest, I was waiting for people that said they want to file a lawsuit to file the lawsuit. The ones where they say he made an innuendo, he did this one, did this one. In all honesty, yeah, I was waiting for that. But as nobody don't send the paper here, maybe they will send them tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. They will send them today. Today is Monday. You understand? But before they do it, let me post. Now, no law. When I know innuendo. My own will say the corruption that went down in that prison must be unveiled. And anybody that has a hand in it must be casted. You understand? For those that have reputation that their name is involved, it is easy. Just clear yourself of this thing and penalize whoever is spreading rumors with your name. If it is rumor, that is if not be true. You understand? So all those talk of this thing, you people don't scare me 1 second. I swear to God Almighty, I am not even scared. I look at the whole thing and I'm like, okay, let me see what they are trying to do. When they are done, we'll continue what we want to do. You understand? So, truth is, if you want Nigeria to be better, you won't respect nobody. I swear to God, forget respect. Nigeria can't be better if we keep on doing selected criticism. Is that what it is? But anyways, let's start.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, hi.
Bob, how you doing?
I'm okay.
You know, are you out yet?
I'm not out yet.
Oh my God.
Okay, so quick, but I don't have enough time because, I just had to, but the reason why I'm even trying to talk to you about this is because obviously I've not been talking to anybody. I've not been, people have been sending me so much messages about not responding because I don't want anybody to know I have my phone.
Yeah.
So I don't.
First things first, I don't want anybody to know I have my phone. That is why Bobrisky have not been responding to people sending me messages. But let's continue.
So I don't want to talk to somebody that I know that I can trust. You know, yeah. So obviously you knew what happened to me, right? So before the EFCC, of course they were investigating me, you know, about the cars, money and everything, all this while. So I knew one day they will come for me like this because of the noise and all that. So it's fine. So when they were investigating me, they blocked my account, they froze my account. obviously they don't want me to do any transaction while they're doing their ongoing investigation. Okay.
Now, before we continue, the revelation of EFCC in the House of Rep, EFCC said they never froze his account. Now, Bobrisky is saying his account was frozen. Let's continue.
So, but I'm so glad that they did not. At first, they added money laundering charges in their charge because of the money they saw in my account and all the money that passed through my account. At least they were able. So they just asked some money, but we're able to beg them and give them some money so they can drop the money laundering charges because.
Now, he said they saw some money in his account and some money that passed through his account. So they investigated him for money laundering. But they begged and they paid the EFCC some money and the money laundering charges were dropped. This is another recording entirely. So let's continue anyways.
I can't be facing money laundering charges, God forbid. You know, spraying our money. I know that one they're looking for somebody to just hold me. They just eat that. It's not like I'm the only one that spraying money.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people spraying money out there. But you want to convince me because of spraying money, and that's quite weird. But me, I'm strong and I'm ready for anything that comes my way because I don't know. Obviously, I knew the ONV, the haters, I knew one day to enter this, And another thing that made me happy was the fact that I did a proper investigation on me and I noticed that I am not into money laundering and I'm not into fraud. Every money, the car, they came to my house, they carried my car now. They carried my car, they carried everything, because what they thought coming to me, they will see people I do business with.
So EFCC went to his house, they carried his cars. While we were out in the House of Rep, EFCC said they did not freeze his account. Now, Bobrisky is saying his account was frozen and EFCC even went to his house to carry his car. Let's continue. This ring lights, let's see on the Rico.
WhatsApp or an email, but it also that they were not able to find any of such. My money is legit. I keep saying this thing, but people don't believe. They think I'm into fraud or I'm into picking money for politicians or whatever. But they run a proper checkup and they couldn't even find any of that on me. All the money I had.
This same person that is saying that they saw some money that passed through his account. Do you understand? After saying the truth the first time, like saying no, saying don't cast. He concretely tried to correct what he said. So in one breath, you are saying they saw some money in your account that you paid the EFCC. In another breath, you're saying, oh, the money that you are having is a legit money. But let's continue anyways.
All the money I have are genuine, and the sources are like most of my influencing. Like that day I called, the woman wants to pay me 10,000 pounds. And I think that it's for influencing. So like people they don't know how I charge a lot of money for influencing. They don't know, So but I made them to understand that I charge as far as $100,000 to influence.
$100,000 for influencing. $100,000 for influencing. EFCC will never believe it. Nana, I'm really curious of the amount EFCC saw in this account. You understand? Okay, let's go on.
So if you think you cannot do it, all fingers are equal. If some other people do it, and trust me, God bless the hustle. So they did all that, and obviously I met a very terrible judge. The judge wasn't coming. The judge wasn't there as well. Coming. He's not there. Okay, can you excuse me on the phone? Yeah. So.
Wait. Before we continue, coming. That means Bobrisky obviously had like a maid, like somebody helping him in the house. Obviously, this party will know that he is not in prison. But the good part is that the person now asked him. Let's continue.
Why you like this?
Just so I don't lie to you, you're my person. I'm not in prison, but I'm around there. They call my apartment, because of my godfather. My godfather was able to tell never, you will not see another prison. Let the world think you are taking, but you will never, So I was able to talk to the deputy controller in Nigeria. And they said that in as much as Bob is not, they really have a problem with Bob. If Bob is not posting anything, Bob is not saying anything, Bob is not doing anything, that they can put me close to the place. So I can always come inside and see people as I say, I'm welcoming my family. But nobody needs to know, do you understand? So,
So basically, Bob was put outside the prison, close to the prison in an apartment. So anytime he has like a visitor, he will quickly come inside the prison and welcome his visitor and his family members. Now I remember that when we were at the House of Reps for the investigation, one of the prison wardens said, oh, he has the list of the people that came to visit Bob. So basically, anytime that people want to come and visit Bob, they'll quickly tell him to rush and come back to the prison to come and see the people that want to visit him. Let's continue.
So I'm just close. I'm close to the premises too, but I'm not in there because they are all scared of why do they want to put you in a new facility where they're scared of harassment and everything. So but nobody knows this information. It's just you.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that aside. Then secondly, my godfather has done a lot. That's why I don't want to call him for any more requests because putting me out here alone in this apartment, I have well-furnished apartments alone is something, it pretty whole lot. So my lawyer called me and said, so he got me a Sam. My godfather got me a new Sam. So now they are trying to get the pardon from the
You heard, the godfather gave him a son, got him a son. Now, in the other recording I played, he said he spoke to Files, and Files spoke to his father, according to the other one. And in this other one now, he's saying that his godfather got him a son, meaning the story of the son. I don't know if it's true, but this is the second time he's calling his son in two different conversations with two different people. Now, you heard him, he said a well-furnished apartment that his godfather got for him. Wow, this is crazy. I really want to know this godfather, and I really want to know if this is how it works with the Nigerian prison. So let's ask ourselves the question, how many people really went to prison? All these big men, when they say did ever the kidnapper actually go to prison? Now, I'm really curious about the rich people that have gone to prison. But anyways, let's continue.
Federal government, that's from president. I'm trying to get a pardon. Are you there?
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get a pardon from him. That is the only one that can actually take me out here ASAP. Normally, I'm supposed to finish my term by July. Or if I'm able to get the amnesty, that's the pardon, I'm going to leave there the first week of next month.
Right.
But the money he was asking for, well, it's a big sum, obviously we'll call it big money. So we should pay 10 million. And that's the thing I can even transfer.
Again, in the other recording, where he said he spoke to Files, and Files said he was going to talk to his father, he said they paid 10 million. Now again, he's saying that the son collected upfront of 5 million, and the total money the son requested was 10 million naira. However, in this part, he didn't call Files, and he didn't talk about the father. In this part, he just talked about a son. Do you understand? But in the other recording, he made mention of a name, Okay, well, anyway, let's continue before I make some innuendos.
So my godfather gave me 5 million. Like he has done well.
Say that again, sorry?
Say
that again?
Sorry?
Say
My
that
godfather gave me 5 million.
Okay.
5 million, yes. So he has done, set that one to him these last 2 weeks. So he has submitted the pilot.
Alright, so they sent 5 million to the son. The son, since last week, he has submitted for the pardon. The whole money that they agreed was 10 million naira. Now, the first thing he said was, I don't want anybody to know I have a phone. Number 2, EFCC froze his accounts. They saw some money, then Bob begged them and paid them some money to drop charges. EFCC carried his cars. He initially said EFCC saw some money and he paid the EFCC. In the same breath, he's saying that it's legit. Okay, now when he was on this call, someone entered the apartment. That means he has like a housekeeper or a maid. Obviously, he was not in prison. And then he used his mouth to say that he was not in prison because his godfather said never, he's not going to prison. Do you understand? So now, for those of you that want to say, okay, this is AI generated, we need forensics. You understand? We'll take it to any lab so that they can authenticate if the call is true or false. Now, for those of you that are saying I defame Femi Falana or Fowles or anybody, honestly, I didn't call nobody's name. Do you understand? Yeah, their name appeared. It's easy. They should go and do forensics on all this call. Then if at the end of the day the call is true and Bob actually told people about their involvement and maybe later they are not involved in it, do you understand? Then they can ask Bobrisky that why are you using our name? Why are you spreading lies about us? Do you understand? Because whether or not VeryDarkMan is the one that posted it, this kind of news is not good. If it is false, if it is not true, it don't stay on Kufeni be that now. It don't stay Fowles the bad guy be that now. Because now so all this underground story, one day you will just hear and pull. No be Femi Falana no make for them money from Bobrisky. No be Fowles. You know, they need to clear their name of this thing. All instead of saying you go file a charge against VeryDarkMan for an innuendo, you need to actually clear your name properly from this mess. This is a mess. This is a very big mess. It is. You understand? So instead of now to call the threatening VDM, wanna go do the right thing. You people should ask for this audio to do a forensics on the call. It's not a recording, it's a call recording. It's not a sound recording or audio, maybe they record that. No. We should go and do the proper investigation and let VeryDarkMan rest. Thank you very much. Corruption has no place in Nigeria. We should join out together to kick corruption out. Do you understand? We should join us together to kick corruption out of Nigeria and out of the system. Peace and love, don't play. Like I said, I fear nobody. My only intention was to expose corruption, and that's just about it. But I don't take light. Anyways, peace and love, don't play. Else you're gonna learn, and you're gonna learn beyond play.
Just be following events on this Bobrisky, VeryDarkMan, Falana, the Falanas, and the Nigerian Correctional Center and EFCC. I have not spoken because I've been critically looking at the issues. Number one, let me start with Bobrisky. Bobrisky, you don't deserve the attention that Nigerians are giving to you. And you cannot force your lifestyle on us. Those who are paying attention to him and promoting him, they are a problem to the future of our children in Nigeria. Since when did transvestism, which is what you are doing, become something that should be celebrated? It's just the level of decay of our mindset. It's an attempt to force rubbish down our throats. It might be accepted in other cultures, and I don't have anything against those cultures. But social intelligence requires that you should be conscious of the environment you are in. Very conscious of where you are. And Joseph, Genesis chapter 41, verse 14, and Joseph shaved himself when he was going to see Pharaoh. Because as at that time, before the conquest by Ataturk, Egyptians didn't like beards. They were clean shaven. And if you watch films of Moses and all that, you will see that they were clean shaven. And because Joseph was going to see the king, he had to shave and change his clothing to see Pharaoh. He had to be accepted first before his message could be accepted. When Ruth was going to see Boaz, she took her bath, perfumed herself, changed her clothing so that she could appeal to Boaz, even in the dark. When Boaz came to the farm, there was a way she spoke. She chose her words. Bobrisky, you talk too much. You are a reckless talker. That's why you put yourself into trouble. And you put many people into trouble. I suspect you are not the first person that had a charge dropped by the EFCC. Number one, the EFCC has a right to drop charges against you. if their lawyers advise them, they can drop a charge. EFCC has a right to even plead nolle prosequi. They don't want to prosecute you. It is their prerogative. Even if, listen, when I hear what though, because when they like to sue 1 billion, I don't know within billion they're hungry now. Even if EFCC, one official without the knowledge of the boss, demanded money from you for the charges to be dropped, must you talk? You want to, because of your inferiority complex. Number 2, did Bobrisky call Faz to ask for money? Did the man who made the audio tape loan Bobrisky money? Was Bobrisky refusing to pay his money? Did Bobrisky eventually pay? Is there evidence that he paid? They are all online. If there's evidence that he paid, then people should stop troubling Very Dark Black Man. It is within the professional rights of Femi Falana to ask for a fee to plead for pardon. This is work. He's a lawyer. You don't feed him. He's not your boyfriend. He's not your father. Femi Falana, from the interview he granted Shehu, said that Bobrisky called Faz. So there's a relationship, professionally at least, or socially, I don't know, socially, between Faz and Bobrisky, because Bobrisky can't call me for help or money. So they know each other. So there is some level of authenticity in what VDM, Very Dark Man, said. Is it possible that Bobrisky was trying to use that medium to extort money from people by saying that EFCC demanded for 15 million? It is possible. Those people don't have character. Bobrisky doesn't have character. Somebody who can live a fake life can be a false witness. So what do we need to do instead of diverting attention from the key issues? Number 1, let's authenticate the voices in the tape. House of Representatives, you don't have the capacity to do that. There are many issues you have investigated. Nothing came out. Remember, off the mic, Akpabio, off the mic, NDDC. Till today, we didn't hear anything from it. Stop doing busybody. There are more serious issues than Bobrisky and Very Dark Man. EFCC cannot investigate itself and their staff. There must be an independent inquiry headed by Reverend Father Kuka and people like Mike Ozekome and other prominent, trustworthy Nigerians in that committee to investigate these issues, not House of Rep committee. Very Dark Man, you are doing a good job for your age. You are my last son's age mate. You are sacrificing so much for this country. But a solitary fighter against corruption in this country will not succeed. You are undergoing too much pressure. Institutionalize your struggle. Form a registered organization in this country with a structure, with registered followership, like this Serap. When Showore came back to Nigeria and he was arrested, there was a large crowd in front of the international airport. And government does not like bad publicity. He had to be released. You going to the House of Reps with Deji. I know Deji. I've met him one-on-one in the house of a former governor. And then your Obunge Jujuma. It's dramatic, but it is not forceful. If there were 30,000 men and women, old and young, standing in front of the House of Reps, they will know that you have started a movement in this country. What you are doing, my son, if you forgive me, you are my last born's age mate, and I respect you and I love you, is that you are leading a fight, lead a movement. Some of us will join you. The next thing I want to say, if you form that kind of movement, the pressure, the attention will not be on you. You can have a powerful office, when I mean office, where these issues are handled. There is the Berekete man, he's doing a good job. And when you have an organization with lawyers, sociologists, advisors, and that kind of team, you will analyze and select your fights. You are spending so much time and energy from your youthful age in fighting corruption. Corruption is a giant in this country. Even at my age bracket, if you know how people are fighting me, the church that I belong to, when I mean belong to the body of Christ, when I say things that the church is doing wrong, the way they fight me, the way they threaten me, it's enormous. Nigeria is so rotten that the rottenness wants to eat any level of sanity in it. So form an organization. Is it Ganifa Wemi? I think he had a political party, Nigerian Consciousness Party also. Have a body that people will respect and fear because they bring finances, bring intellect and all that. Very dark man, please don't consult only radicals. Consult mature men that can counsel you wisely. Some of the people you consulted, they are now doing like chameleon. So have a team of mature and reasonable people that you will consult before you make some decisions. And over availability reduces value. It's not everything you will get involved in. You are doing a good work. May the good Lord, the God your mother serves, preserve you and keep you. EFCC chairman, I want to beg of you, if people respect you and fear you, if not, there are a lot of things flying around. Right from the time of Farida, through Bawa to you, to your turn. A lot of people under you are misbehaving. They are doing a lot of rubbish. Please, for the sake of your name and your future, reorganize the system. Insist on some things. Don't be part of the corruption that is coming up bit by bit in the system. We receive a lot of complaints from people. Let the EFCC not become an agency of oppression and terrorism. Let it not avoid people like Bello and pursue small fries. Let Bobrisky not be sentenced and then one big man, you people also charged. We don't know what happened. EFCC, clean your image. The next thing is the prison, the correctional centers. Correctional center, I want to ask a simple question. I saw a video of one facility that was closed down. What facility is that one? Who are those that stay there? What are they doing there? Is it a legally constituted entity? Correctional center. I want to ask another question. Do you have videographic evidence, photographic evidence, testimonies of fellow inmates with Bobrisky in the correctional center that he was in prison, in quote? If you don't have a lot of the defenses you are making, that he has the features of breast, buttocks and that, so you have to put him in a special facility. Which facility? I saw the man defending himself was shaking, throwing newspapers up and down like somebody who did not prepare for a university defense, you have a lot of questions to answer. More especially when we have had several breaks, prisoners escaping. There are stories of people with phones. I have received message from prison, from a prisoner. I don't know how he got access to phone. And I told him he should never call me again. Anytime he wants to call me, it should be somebody from the prison that will call me and I will speak with him. Because I know that if anything happens to him, if he escapes, I will be arrested. There needs to be a total overhaul of our correctional centers. I want to talk to the Falanas. Go after Bobrisky. He is the number one, authenticate that tape. Number two, if it proves to be true, if Bobrisky called Faz, what did they discuss? If Bobrisky asked for money, go after Bobrisky, not VeryDarkMan. Number three, it is within your rights to be paid for legal services. You are a Nigerian. Bobrisky can beg you money, and you have a right to refuse, and you have a right to give. Unless he specified that he was using it to bribe, then you refused to give. But there is no evidence that you gave. Don't take VeryDarkMan to court. I've studied that boy over the years. He's a dangerous fellow. He's an intelligent human being. If a sesefly perches on your brocos, we call it brocos. I don't worry. People call it brocos. We call it brocos. If a sesefly perches on your brocos, use wisdom to drive it away. Just saying that you are not involved, you are not his godfather, you did not join Bobrisky in his stupid talks that Bobrisky is talking foolishly, you will have cleared your name. Tell me, Falana, I knew you when you were in the University of Ife. I was already in medical school in the University of Ibadan, and you used to come. I have respected you, and my respect for you will not fall. Let the family of the Falanas not come like market women and be fighting VeryDarkMan. It will not end up well for your reputation. If you your press conference you did, very good. Your daughter coming to abuse VeryDarkMan, very bad. First, saying that he should retract it, not reasonable. Should have confronted Bobrisky. Bobrisky is the person that should be pressurized to open up, not VeryDarkMan. I might be biased, but I think these questions are reasonable questions that need to be answered. Let me know. If you are older than I am, it's not much. Because when I was in medical school, you were in Ife, you had not gone to law school. I remember when you came. So, be calm. This whole episode will soon wear away. As for Auntie Kemi accusing you, leave Auntie Kemi alone. I know her. I know her father. She stands for some things. These fights are distractions. There are greater fights in this country instead of VeryDarkMan, Bobrisky, Auntie Kemi, and those people. Auntie Kemi is doing her work. She has her own stories. The more you fight people, my brother Falana, the more dust will be raised. Give this story 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. It will fizzle out. It is you that can make it fizzle out. No person has concrete evidence against you and your family. I'm the area grandfather. I'm Dr. Charles Apoki. I was very hesitant to comment on these issues. These questions should be analyzed in the comment section, but at least be reasonable. I have a conference coming up online on the 8th and on the 9th of November, and it's becoming a person of influence. You can see the stress that follows becoming a person of influence. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 9262. It's very easy. +23 for Nigerian code 8021219262. And it will tell you how to register for the webinar. God bless you. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki, the area grandfather.